Liberia is our only home. Liberia is our only home. We cannot sit and watch Liberia die. Liberia is our home. Liberia is our home. The only home we know. Let's fight to bring it back. Take it from the rogues. Take it from the thieves. Let us punish them. Liberia is our home. Liberia is our home. All you patriots rise. The time has come to end the massive stealing of our wealth. Rise, oh patriots. Rise, my patriots. Time to get our nation back. Liberia is our only home. We cannot sit and watch Liberia die. Liberia is our home, the only home we have. Rise up, patriots. Rise up, loyalists. Commander Chesson is calling the order of the day. Liberia is our home, the only home we know. Liberia cannot die. We owe it to our parents. We owe it to our elders. We owe it to the ancients. We owe it to our parents. Liberia cannot die. Rise up, oh patriots. Rise up, oh loyalists. Liberia is our home, the only home we have. Fight, fight for Liberia. Fight, fight for freedom. Fight, fight to free Liberia. Liberia is our home, the only home we ever know. Liberia is our pride, the inheritance we have. Rise, patriots, rise, loyalists, rise, Liberians. Follow Commander Chesson. Follow Commander. Follow Commander Chesson. Rise, rise. Tony Commander Chesson shall lead the order. Save Liberia. Free Liberia. Follow Commander Chesson. He will set the path. He will set the path. Attorney Commander Galpohkpa Chesson. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, men and women. Welcome to Attorney Commander Galpohkpa Chesson Talk Show. We rise this morning on the 14th day of June 2021. We come from a weekend of uncertainty. We come from a weekend of uncertainty. What's happening to our country? Where will our country be tomorrow? What are our hopes and dreams for our posterity? Is there any hope for Liberia? Are there any hopes for change or change for hope? What can we expect from our beloved country, Liberia, today? Today is Monday, A new week begins. The arguments over the weekend, the discussions, the debates, everything seemed to be moving towards our 2023 election. Evaluating our candidates, understanding the plight of our people in the past, today, and what we hope. What we hope for change tomorrow. What we hope for change. So, here we are again. Another week. Where we stand. Where does our country stand? How are we going to approach the new era of changes, of uncertainties, of unproductiveness in our country still? Where do we stand? We can't get frustrated. We passed that point long ago. Frustration is our lot. We get mad, we come and cuss and yell and shout, and we'll go back into our shells. We come out again with the same yelling and shouting and the bitterness, and then we'll go back into our shells again. Where do we stand? What do we hope to pursue and gain? Let me put up my topics. Let's see what we're going to do today. Okay, folks. As soon as my topic comes up, we'll get it on. Oh, yeah. My topics for today are why are my topics coming up? I need financial support so I can get all my computers up to date. Okay, my first topic is confronting and dealing with a changed Liberia. 2, Joseph Boikai versus Eric Cummings versus George Weah. 3, the review. My first topic, confronting and dealing with a changed Liberia. We can see each and every day changes in our country do not only involve politics. Changes in our country doesn't only focus, or changes in our country don't only focus on one aspect of our lives. Right now, we are confronted with many things. We are confronted with returning refugees. We got refugees all over West Africa, all over the world, and people won't come home. People are complaining because their lives in foreign countries, especially in Africa, are not conducive. So how long will Liberians stay out of Liberia when there's a dire need right now for them to return home, for them to pursue resettlement and adjustment and prepare for the 2023 election? You know, many Liberians will be returning home because they want to participate in election. They want to see change in our country. They're tired living in foreign countries. They want to see their love for their countries exemplified through their services, through their returning home to their beloved country. And it's all about love, love, love for our country, for ourselves, for the future of our children. So we are facing these changes. And they are serious, because we got to know how many returnees we have in these African countries, especially. We see they're having problem in Ghana. Our people were telling about us how the Ghanaians want to throw them out. We got to be prepared to bring these people back home. What measures are we taking to assure the return, the speedy readjustment to life in Liberia, and the opportunities to find them suitable means of survival? But how will we do all of this when our country, the people in our country right now, having problems with survival, having problems with food, having problems with the wholesome functioning government? How are we going to do that? We are still backwards so much. Then we complain, oh, when these people come, we have problem infusing them in the society. We have difficulty, and there will be this and there will be that. But we can't keep our people in exile forever. We can't have our people in foreign countries crying upon the Liberian government for survival, for help. And in these foreign countries, we have opened up new avenues, built new cities, opened up new systems of governance, of life. Now they want us to leave. They're saying we are the harbinger of criminals, of filth and dirt in their country, just as we have in our own country. Look at Liberia. A little boy like Jefferson Koji can't even change his honor where good. He's mayor of our city. So these are the challenges we face. How do we overcome these things? How do we overcome these things? How do we put the sound leadership in power that will not only be there for money to enrich themselves like the old order, to carry on their evil deeds like the old order? We need to put systems in place, but we can't put it over the same corrupt government, over the same evil government that has betrayed us, that has kept us down. And I'm talking about Ellen Johnson's Sally regime. As long as that old lady lives, our country will not grow. As long as her children go free, our country is in peril. As long as we don't jail these people and punish them, our country will not grow. You're scared to do it? I'm not scared. I'm not scared. But we can't go on like this. Our country cannot go on like this. We have some serious problems we have to deal with. And everybody can't just be stealing our wealth. Everybody can't just come there with intentions of getting rich. And those who have stolen our money cannot parole Monrovia and Liberia with impunity. These people got to be punished. We are not a country that harbor rogues and thieves and petty criminals. These people got to be punished. We are confronting serious issues of our country. And unless these greedy people, unless these wicked people, unless the corrupt and heinously wicked people are brought to under submission and punished, the crimes in Liberia will not end. The injustice in our country will not end. The punishment that should be meted out against these people will never be done. But we got to close our eyes now. We got to close our eyes and rise up. We got to close our eyes and let bygones be bygones and fuck people. That's the only way bygones can be bygones. Somebody got to be punished. Then we say, yes, let bygones be bygones. But you can't do these heinous crimes time and time again, and you tell us, for peace sake, oh, forget it, man. Let bygones be bygones. How long will it take these things? How long will tread upon these evil paths? We can't do it forever. We can't do it forever. So the old system has to change. The old order must change. And some of us got to forsake the others to ensure that justice, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness of our people endure. We can't continue on this path. There are changes in our country. Now I talk about a refugee returning. Look at our kids and our society. We have to deal with the issue of gay rights. We have to deal with the issue of young gays within our society. We have to deal with sexual promiscuity in our society. How do we do it? We got to protect our minors. We got to set up stringent laws in our country now, geared toward protecting our kids. Everybody complaining about rape. This, stealing. But nobody protecting our children. Our laws are not geared toward protecting our children. And every time we come complaining, because our government has not been set up to attend to the needs of our people as they should. We can't go on like this forever. We can't go on for this forever. It's about the whole and not the part. It's about the whole and not the part. And we keep thinking on the part and allowing the part to prevail over the whole. Our people will suffer. Our country will suffer. Our society will perish. So we can't continue to do these things. And we got to stand up against it. We got to stand up against it. We got to set ourselves and our country free of these vices that don't add anything to our lives. They don't wake us up to new standards of living. They are like people putting their thumbs on us, keeping us down. And we can't do it forever. We can't do it forever. We got to break free. Say to hell with it. Come what may. Let the chips fall where they may. But we got to stand up for something and fall for nothing. So we have a challenge. We got grave responsibilities in our country, and it does not only focus around politics. We have a society to develop. We have social services to render to our people. We need to develop child welfare, where there will be special interest in our children, to develop programs, to develop systems to protect our children. If we must set up institutions for free health services, it's got to start with the children. We got to set up things that will preserve the future of our country. And we can't keep doing it the way we have been doing it. We can't keep doing it the way we've been doing it. Our system needs overhauling. Our people, our mentalities, our behaviors, our ideals, our planning, everything got to be done with the interest to serve our people. If that is the interest, we pursue it. And genuine confronting too. We got to check on these non-profit institutions. We got to ensure they're doing what they're doing. No longer can we sit down and let people come take our resources and say they're doing things and they can't do it. We don't have much. We are not like the West. We are not like the East. We are poor African people. And we got to understand our position in this life. We got to understand where we come from, what we believe in, and how we want to pursue. And we'll put all these things together. We will put all these things together and set them into a real perspective of priorities or how we want to pursue these things. We have all these things now, but we can't do all of them at the same time. So this is where we come to strategize by choosing those things that we need to attend to now, by choosing those things that must be changed in our society now, by choosing those things that Liberians are dying in need of. And right now, it's not only politics. Yes, we're preparing for 2023, but there are many, many Liberians throughout the world who are unsettled, who want to come home, who want to be a part of this socio-economic system, socio-political system. So it behooves us to focus on our country now. Focus on why we need to change our country's leadership. Focus on why it is essential that we have people in our country who are not rogues, who are not vagabonds, who can stand for Liberian people and will not be afraid to punish our criminals, will not be afraid to lean on the laws and constitution of Liberia as their truths, as their backing, as their foundation for changing our country. We've been through this too long. We've been through this too long. And we got these things to deal with. We got a society to deal with other than politics. We got to feed our people. We got to clothe our people. We got children coming with new ideologies and new sexual preferences, trying to find themselves. How do we deal with these children? How do we make them a part of our society and maintain their self-esteem, their self-pride. Where do we draw the line between what is ours and what is foreign and can be kept up? Where do we set the standards for our people that our system will control the socialization processes of our children, their upbringing, their education, their health, their sanity? We are responsible for all of that. Because I listed these important things on the board here. Charity begins at home. Love thy neighbor as thyself. Do unto others as you will have them do unto you. These are rules that are golden and precious because they promote unity. They promote solidarity. They promote wholesome functioning society. And above all, an integrated and peaceful society of men and women, of vision, of dreams, of God. So here we are. How do we deal with these things? How do we take those steps that are necessary to change our society and our people? But it's necessary. It's necessary. Because leadership is key. Leadership, we gotta stand for something is key. Leadership for anything. Key. Leading Liberia is key. We gotta be people of vision. Leading Liberia right. We gotta be people of foresight. Ellen Johnson, Sally Field. We gotta be people who understand she told the foresight and the essence of leadership. She felt Liberia of guiding our society. She and our never people. Led us well. She brought us shame and of leading us in every front. Ellen Johnson, Sally Field. Ellen Johnson, Sally Field. Liberia's going down on the George Weah. Ellen Johnson, Sally Field. Now we need a leader who we can trust. Who is that leader? Attorney Commander Chesson. We can trust him. My second lesson for this morning, Joseph Boikai versus Cummings versus George Weah. These are difficult choices we have to make. They're difficult. They're not easy. Because all of these people got baggages. And we have to look at their baggages and determine who is the best of all these people with all their baggages for our leader in 2023. Now, we know Joseph Boikai got some serious problem. He's in a party that served for 12 years and corrupted our nation to the core. We in that party are nothing but petty rogues who for 12 years ripped our country off. Not only Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, Boikai in jail for 12 years too. Thousands and thousands of dollars. Commander Chesson, all the other people in Liberty Party have destroyed Liberia, and many of them need to be prosecuted and investigated. But Deputy, time will tell. So here we are with the same party of people who have served us for 12 years Well, Boikai, he been there for a lifetime. Rip our country off. I'm just being truthful. I ain't involved with none of your politics bullshit. But it's serious, man. We have a nation of leaders that we cannot really trust. Now with Boikai, he can't do nothing without Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. We've seen it time and time again. They're always calling Ellen Johnson for consultation, for peace meeting, for this thing, and she always telling them no. Has she come back to the party now? Because Ellen Johnson is the most criminal woman in our society who needs to go to jail with her sons and sister and husband is tried up on her. And we can't hesitate to put these people in jail. We got to do it and flog these people too. Because the rule of law has to prevail in Liberia. The rule of law has to prevail. So right there is trouble with the Boikai camp. You know, I was listening to Lil Mumbo, Mumbo today, talking about the same people, the same behavior. And I don't see how the old dogs can change its trick. Because Joe Boikai will come back with the same people he know, with the same people from Ellen time, recycling the criminals, and yet we'll go again in a line of stealing and criminality and all of that, even for 3 or 4 years or 6 years. But how long will we dwell in this kind of thing? Then we look at Elliot Cummings. He's beholden to Ellen Johnson Sirleaf still. This old woman, this witch, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, got her tentacles all through Liberia. That's why we need to get rid of this woman. Our society will never go free. Our society will never be free. Our society will always be on the skirt of Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. We got to free ourselves of this woman. We got to free ourselves of Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. We got to punish her. We got to punish her children. We got to punish her sister. The time of the people is now. These people cannot continue to rip us off. These people cannot continue to do evil in our country with impunity. And that's where we stop. Impunity, impunity, impunity. It got to stop. It got to stop. For the rest of us to enjoy, it's got to stop. And yes, Ellen Cummings, another stooge of Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. I know Ellen Cummings probably will make a good president. But I just think he's too weak. And you'll be weak on crime. I think we'll be pacified every time people go to punch somebody. Oh, no, don't do it, that time is past. All that tough talk he talking. Because he sat on an Ellen Johnson Sirleaf and didn't say a damn word for 2 years. Or 3 years. So why is he getting all brave all of a sudden? Now, George Weah. You know George Weah then got the power already. So, let's see if people can take it from them. Let's see if they will allow people to take it from them. The struggle is on. And we have to decide who our leader will be. These 3 men. None of them are perfect. None of them have proven to be real profound leaders. So you have to make your choice. You have to take your time. You have to understand your leaders. We have to listen to the pro and con. We cannot look to only Boikai. We got to look at the people behind Boikai. We got to look at all these criminals for 12 years who have stayed in our government and ripped our country off. And we need to punish these people. Because if Boikai got to run again, We can't have these same evil, wicked people waiting to come to power again. And you see that the power, it hurts. It hurts, it hurts, it hurts. Because all these wicked people from Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, all these criminals from Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, and Ellen Johnson Sirleaf herself will get behind Boikai to make him president. Why? Because he knows the game. But can we trust Elliot Cummings to do that? Can we trust Elliot Cummings to stand up for the Liberian people? That's a great challenge. It's a great challenge. Because of late, we haven't had any leaders to stand up for us. All our leaders been standing up for themselves and their pockets. All these people just being evil, wicked people that didn't care about none of us, but saw themselves as kings and masters to amass our wealth for themselves. How long? How long will we go through this? How long will we have to use a microscope to examine our leaders, to see who is good and who is harmful or maybe harmful to us? Take your time. Evaluate your leaders right. Pray for guidance. We need the right leader. We need the right leader. And I pray nobody even think about Donald Trump. Don't ever think about that man. He's out of this realm. We got more civilized leadership of people here and everywhere else in the world. Even in Liberia. We got qualified Liberians that can take over our country and lead it to the next stage in our developmental processes. But who would do that? All our leaders questionable. The Boikai, the Cummings, the Weah, the Benana Uri, the Dylan, them, all of them questionable. So I don't see what kind of change we're getting in our country. I don't see what kind of change we're getting among our people. Because we'll go through this time and time again. And we'll keep hoping to see new things out of old things.
Oh, yeah,
Can that happen? Can we continue to see old things? And new things come out of new old things?
Work hard, my baby. Work, my picky, work hard, oh baby. Work, my daddy, work hard, my baby. Work, my picky, when I'm putting in the drawers, wake up. You want cars and clothes, wake up. You want all the fancy things, wake up. Energy, doing my picky, you wake up. When I'm putting in the drawers, wake up. You want cars and clothes, wake up. You want all the fancy things, wake up. Energy, doing my picky, you wake up. Too late. Hope you feeling good tonight. Oh lady, when the US to Liberia, let me get to make you wet. For I got to my novia. Let's get us started to play. Oh baby, work, my daddy, work hard, my baby. Work, my picky, work hard. And I just stand, the fire will fall. If you work to build this nation, follow how we fall. So, so to increase your success, yeah. Well. we progress. Oh baby, work, my daddy, oh, work hard, my baby, work, my picky, oh, work hard, oh baby, work, my daddy, oh, work hard, my baby, work, my picky, oh. When I put it in the drawers, make hot, more cars and clothes, wet hot. You want all the fancy, wet hot, energy, doing my bikini, wet hot. When I put it in the drawers, make hot, more cars and clothes, wet hot. You want all the fancy, wet hot, energy, doing my bikini, wet hot. Just black the things my eyes confess. Every day I give you praise. We only got one life to live. My brother think and calculate. One life is all we need. I need a friend indeed. One life to my enemies. Love put them to shame. Don't have time for play. Let them do walk. How I can play. Let's get to work. Eating from my kingdom, my anybody. Keep the fire burning, cause your time is coming. See me now, let them know. You are just seeing your goal. One day you will make it for sure. Have fun when you stay got to roll. Believe me, someone else will come to confuse you. Stay where you are, just do it. My life is a lesson. I want to know how to live it. Oh baby, work, my daddy, oh, work hard, my baby, work, my picky, oh, work hard, oh baby, work, my daddy, oh, work hard, my baby, work, my picky, oh. Make that time to play, time to work. How could I play my picky and man, jam my dog? Make that time to play. Time to work. How could I play my picky and man, jam my dog?
As we review my lesson for today, my only hope is that we take into consideration the changes that are occurring in our society that we must pay attention to, that are not political, but can become political if we do not attend to them. If we do not attend to the need of our society, of our people across the globe, and how our government can help alleviate some of the problems and obstacles placed before them time and time again. We must take our existence serious. We must take our survival serious. We must take the leadership of our country serious. And we cannot do that if we always want for peace sake. If we always want to let it be. We can't do that. There are times we must stand up and stand up strong. And don't be afraid or relenting in what we need to do to achieve what we want to achieve. Sometimes it is necessary to cause good trouble. And we got to understand when we got to do it. And we got to do it without fear, intimidation, or any desire to disrupt it. We must understand our leaders and evaluate them stringently because we want the best leaders for our country. And when we're doing our leaders, we evaluate the people in their parties, the people that they're being elected to follow this leader on the world stage. Are they competent? Are they loyal? Have they demonstrated any form of stealing and mistrust? Can they be counted on to fight for Liberia? These are the people we want. We want no lukewarm, feeling on the back, useless people running up to the line to fight, and they can't fight. And as soon as the thing hit the fan, everybody running back. We can't do that. We can't do that. And it doesn't mean that people have to be strong or powerful in their own rights to protect themselves, to stand up for themselves. No. That is what we pay taxes for. That is what we have government for. That's what we have police and soldiers for. These are things that we sacrifice ourselves and our lives for, to ensure that our society is wholesome functioning, that the needs that we desire for our safety, for our education, for our lives and daily bread will be afforded to us by the very government we protect and serve through our taxes and the deductions from our money that make the country run. So, as we stand up for truth and justice and a way of life and law and order and peace and stability, we have to understand that there's always a price for all of that. And that price rests with us. Are we ready to sacrifice some of our freedoms to make sure that the whole society is free? Are we ready to give up some of the benefits and wealth and riches we have to ensure not only that our brothers and sisters, our cousins live well, but to ensure that other people in our society can benefit from our effort, can benefit from our progress and advancement too? Because to whom much is given, much is expected, especially on the traditional cultural level. The time of Liberian people is now. And it wasn't under this government or this system that we understood the idea that we need to set up the systems of government and governance for our people. It wasn't only under this system. So we have had this ideal of governance from time immemorial. We have had this ideal of good leadership from time immemorial. Look at our laws, look at our constitution, look at our system of governance. Everything has been set up from time immemorial, but we still do not respect what is good and right for ourselves. We still do not respect what is good and right for the whole. We still do not respect that we are servants and not masters. And these are the things that our people and children have to pay attention to, have to stand up to, have to ensure are met by our society as a whole. The time of the Liberian people is now. The time for us to rise up from the trenches, to stand up for law and order and justice and discipline and truth and sincerity is now. Can we handle it? Can you handle it? Are you the man? Are you the man? Aluta. Continue. My class is done, folks. Have a good day. And we have to understand in everything we do, there are trials. In everything we do, there's temptation. Can you handle it? Can you handle it?
This is your own boy, DJ Weah. I'm back with reality. Don't we are suffering or you need to step down. Come on, we are
suffering too much.
You need to step down. Confronting, step down.
The country getting high.
You need to step down. Go back to bed, step down.
Nowhere to go.
You need to step down. Somebody we are step down.
No money in the bank.
You need to step down. Confronting, step down.
Comforting people.
You need to step down. Go back to bed, step down.
To get full of war.
You need to step down. Somebody we are step down.
Liberian people suffering.
You need to step down. Confronting, step down.
Everything like proper.
You need to step down. Go back to bed, step down.
We now get hospital.
You need to step down. Somebody we are step down.
We now get good school.
You need to step down. Confronting, step down.
No economy for children.
You need to step down. Go back to bed, step down.
No good company.
You need